Anthony, obviously a tough weekend for you guys. You put it past you and you move on, and you get a home game to look forward to finally.
Yeah, no, we're gonna put that one past us. Obviously Ohio State, great opponent. And then you just got to move forward and focus on this week. Bethune-Cookman's a great opponent. We just got to, play at our best and show what we could do.
What do you want to see more out of the offense that maybe we haven't been getting so far this season?
I just think obviously we've been running the ball really well. Obviously we can open up the pass game and just make some plays for the wideouts. We got a great room. Obviously, when you're missing the best receiver in the MAC, it's kind of tough. But once we pride ourselves on being the best room in the MAC. So just when the opportunity comes, you just got to make the best of it. So.
Coach alluded to it last week in his press conference that Kenny's become kind of like a coach/cheerleader on the bench. How has he been able to hype up your group, knowing that he can't be out there?
Man, Kenny's done a great job just bringing energy, making sure we're doing the little details right. He's out there when we're catching hitches and he's telling us to keep the ball high and tight. He's just doing a great job being that leader that he is and just being that voice that we need him to be. So,
all right, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Corey, you've had two talented quarterbacks to go against, but you guys have been able to get pressure on both of them. What does that say about your defensive line and your linebackers?
Definitely, I'm proud of how well we've played. For D-line, we have just so many pieces we can play to where I don't have to play as much reps, and those reps that we play are fresher. And whenever those guys come in, they're fresh as well. So I feel like our depth has helped us both for D-line and a little bit on linebackers too.
When you guys are rolling them too deep there, pretty much across the board,
yeah.
What makes that group so talented?
Just our depth. I mean, once Marcel comes in, I feel like he could be a starter in any team in the MAC. Working him specifically, other guys too. But just our depth and guys accepting their role and buying into what we're trying to accomplish has helped our front for sure.
The guys in the interior, last year you had Isaiah Green fit in so quickly, and
Right.
Ontario seems to be doing the same
yeah.
thing. What do you like about his game, when he's out there lined up next to you?
I mean, me and Zay are very close. I trust Zay with everything. Just the dog mentality that he has, it just he fears nothing. And then Ontario, he's just a monster inside. He's just a force that's hard to stop. So definitely, when those two are playing as hard up to their potential, it's definitely a scary sight for the front four for sure.
And then 3 weeks into the season, you finally get your first home game. How excited are you to run out of that tunnel on Saturday?
Man, I'm really excited. Two long away bus trips coming back at 5 a.m. is not the best, not the most fun. So really excited to come back home. Just play at my favorite field in the world. So very excited.
All right. Thanks, Corey.
Thank you.
I'm sure you guys would have loved to be 2-0 instead of 0-2 at this point in the season, but two very, very difficult opponents. Kind of what would you say is the main takeaway from those first two games that you can really build off of going into this week?
Yeah, I think these last two games are battle testing us for the rest of the season. Obviously, we played two historic, dominant programs from the Big Ten. It was cool experience to play in both of those stadiums in front of 85,000 at Wisconsin and then over 100,000 at Ohio State. But I really believe that those two games are kind of testing us and getting us ready for the rest of the season.
How hungry is this team, and how hungry are you to get a win here this weekend?
Big time. It's something that we've been chasing. It's something that we've talked about. Trying to go 1-0 each week. So our goal this week is to beat Bethune-Cookman. And weeks after that, our goals will change. But this week we're just focused on what we can do to win this game and not thinking about the past or the future.
Yeah. To be at home too this weekend, run out of that tunnel, sleep in your own bed. How much of a difference maybe does that make for you and just your pregame routine, the day before routine, and maybe your mindset too going into a game?
Yeah, it's huge. Because we had a couple really long bus rides the last couple weeks. Getting home at 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. or nobody likes to do that. So it'll be good. Be able to come home and sleep in our own beds like you said after the game. But no, at the end of the day, it's good. It's going to be an awesome experience being able to play in front of our fans for the first time this year. You know, our game day atmosphere is easily the best in the MAC, probably the best group of 5 in the entire country. So we're excited to play in front of our fans.
Offensively, what's one thing you really want to see from this team this weekend?
Just continue building. You know, our game plan has had to be a little bit different than what it would normally be just because of the opponents we played the last 2 games. So, you know, we're going to look to open up our playbook moving forward. You know, the last 2 teams we played were, you know, they're tough, you know, calling some of the things that we would normally call. So, you know, just moving forward, kind of open up our playbook, get back to executing the things that we were executing during fall camp and in the spring. And I think it'll be fun to watch.